So yesterday was an interesting one. Oh, good morning, by the way. Yeah. So after the camera ran out of battery, the trail went on for a few more kilometres, and it got dark really quick. I mean, it was already getting dark when the batteries ran out on the camera, but I mean, it went 10 minutes after that. It was pitch black, and the path. I mean, it wasn't a path anymore. It was just most of it was rock climbing. So I was looking on the map, going, all right, 1 kilometre, 2 kilometres, whatever left to go, and it was literally just climbing up these rock faces. Eventually made it to the bothy, pitch blackness, rolled in there, which surprised a couple of people that were already staying there. They thought they had it to themselves for the evening, so I ruined that party. But I'm going to show you what the bothy looks like, actually, because I slept in there last night, and it was alright. It was pretty cool, actually. Here's the view as well, by the way, which is not bad at all. The weather looks a little bit better today, which is good. So this was a pretty welcome sight about 9 o'clock last night when I rolled in here, even though I could barely see it. This is what it is. So I didn't tidy the place up for you, but this is what it looks like. Fireplace, here's my bed. If you can call it a bed, it's a wooden board. It's my sleeping bag. And that log, which I was using with my sleeping bag cover with a shirt inside it as a pillow, which surprisingly wasn't too bad. Anyway, yeah, just a pretty simple place really. Obviously no electricity, no water, anything like that, but it's free. That's quite good. We could have lit a fire last night actually, but didn't really have time to do that. I just wanted to get my sopping wet boots off and get in the sleeping bag. Bye bothy. No, good enough. Ooh. Almost fell over straight at the beginning. Day 4. The damage report today is not really that bad at all. Calf muscles are hurting quite a bit. Back's not too bad considering the wooden board. Actually, that was more comfortable than the floor of the tent, to be honest. Yesterday was definitely the hardest part so far of the trek. I really underestimated how hard that would be. I met a few people on the way who were staying at a bothy about 10 kilometres before the one that I stayed at. I passed them on the trail, and that's probably kind of a smarter thing to do. But as it was, I carried on the extra 10 or so kilometres. Watch this tree, and yeah, glad I did it, because that's really set me up nicely for today. So I just walked past a really nice old Scottish couple that had one of those pug dogs with them. This poor little thing with tiny little legs and fucked up face, struggling to breathe, going along the trail, and I realised that's my spirit animal on this trail. That is me in dog form. And there it is, the end of the loch. All the way back over there. I don't even know where we came from. Way back, further than you can see there. But that's the end. And in this little village somewhere is supposedly a haunted pub. Go It's over here where that van's going. Across the bridge, and the pub is somewhere on the other side there. So this path is along the road, as you can probably see. Pretty noisy. I think this is down the main road down this part of the West Highlands. And I wouldn't be taking this out of choice, but it is the road to get to this pub, which I can't remember the name of still. Something in, usually is. Have a pint there, and the weather looks like it's closing in, so I think it's perfect time to get some liquid libations. Just coming back up to the to that campsite now. What a mad little pub that was. That was one of the weirdest and craziest, best pubs I've been to ever, I think. How mad was that? All the staff were wearing kilts and stuff. A little bit pissed, to be honest. Quite a few beers in there. But anyway, back onto the trail now. Got some ground to cover. It's coming up to 2. There is a town, I can't remember the name of it, and even if I could, I can't pronounce it, especially not now. But hopefully if we get there in time we can stock up on supplies and then go a few more kilometres after that, and probably I think a bit of wild camping's on the cards tonight. Going to stock up back in the shop as well, get a couple more soups and things like that for tonight, and hit that trail again. But yeah, what a cool little side trip that was. Totally worth it. If you're in this area, Drover's Inn, go. It's really good fun. So it's 2 o'clock now, and it's about an hour and a half up to Derry de Rock, and from there another hour and a half, I think, hour to Crianlarich, which just sounds like the most Scottish place name ever. So, lots of time still. Pub didn't set us back too much, I hope. And that is officially the end of the camping management zone. So, wild camping is back on. We can now, right now, camp anywhere we want, which is great news. Excuse me, madam, which way to Fort William? No? Fort William? Fort William? Fort William? No? Fort William? No? You must know. No? Okay. And the award for biggest shit so far this West Highland Way goes to whatever animal laid that. Okay, so update. Where to begin? So I put my tent up earlier, which you saw, and I was just getting ready to snuggle down for the night, and I realised the water had got into my bag and into all my thermal layers, and if any of the other nights were anything to go by, then it was going to be freezing, and there's just no way I could have stayed up the top of that hill with no layers, or the only layers being wet layers. so I then went down to Crianlarich, I can't remember the name of it, the nearest town. Went round all the hostels, B&Bs, went to half of them, called the other half up. No one had any rooms. It's crazy, it's pissing it down out there, and it's freezing, and there's just no one's got any room. It's fucking crazy. In September as well. I didn't think it'd be that busy, but there's just not a single room. I only found one room, and it was one bunk in a female dorm, so they're obviously not going to give me that, and that's the only room in the whole town. And so I literally just didn't know what the fuck to do. So I've come to the station, and this is actually where I am now. I'm in the waiting room, and here it is. I was so lucky. I was hoping, fingers crossed all the way here, that they would have like an enclosed or sort of a waiting room with a door so you're free from the elements, and they do. And not only that, but there's a light switch so I can turn the lights off, and a heater. They've got a heater in here. So yeah, I'm sleeping at the train station tonight, which is pretty ridiculous, but it's not that bad, really. I mean, I'm trying to not move around too much or make too much sound. I don't want anyone to spot me. It's Sunday tomorrow. Again, I was pretty lucky, so whoever's coming into the station for work tomorrow is probably not coming in early, and the first train's not till 10 a.m. So I think I might, touch wood, that's my bet for the night, I might just get away with this. I'm going to try and air out all my wet layers in this room, and then get the fuck out of here first thing tomorrow and get back onto the West Highland Way. But yeah, as far as rooms go, I've had worse.